What rating would Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and all the other managers have if they got a FIFA card? I'm your boy Viva la FIFA and I will show you all the Premier League managers of your favorite teams with the rating. And on the card we see the training, the coaching, the tactics, the adaptability, the discipline and the experience. 6 stats they can gain points with an overall rating in the end. I hope you love it. 2,000 likes unlocks a new video on my channel, so smash an amazing thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more and put on that notification bell. I think it's a very cool idea, I hope you agree. We are starting off with Carlo Ancelotti, the most experienced manager in the Premier League. I couldn't even fit all his teams in his stats. He was the coach of Juventus, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain and now he is coaching Everton. That says enough about the Premier League. Even mid-table teams can sign the best managers in the world. I think Ancelotti is a real gentleman. He is always calm down the line, not like Mourinho, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola. They are very excited, but he is calm. He is using his energy to analyze the game and to send some message to the players calmly, but it works. Ancelotti for me is a great manager. I love him and for that reason I will give him a 91 rated card. He is just a little bit the Zlatan Ibrahimovic amongst the managers. Experience but still a very cool guy. 91 for me would be a perfect rating for Carlo Ancelotti. Nuno Espirito Santo is the manager of the Wolverhampton Wanderers, and by the way guys, do you know what he was as a player? A goalkeeper of FC Porto and smaller teams in Portugal. He also was the reserve goalkeeper of Deportivo La Coruña and he was the coach of Rio Ave, Porto, Valencia before moving to the Wolves. He has a great connection with Jorge Mendes, the agent of him and a lot of Portuguese superstars like Cristiano Ronaldo and all the Wolverhampton players. He got promoted and he is playing in the top 8 with the Wolves 2 seasons in a row. A great manager. What can we say about MIKEL Arteta? He is like a new player coming to the FIFA game and normally with EA the ratings won't be too high. Knowing Arteta as a player and as an assistant coach of Manchester City, I know tactically he will be a very good coach, but the qualities he also needs is energy, adaptability, how he works with superstars, and you can't teach a guy or a girl that. That is something you must have if you're born. You can't teach yourself that. So Arteta, it's still a big question. If I have to listen to the players so far, they're very happy with his training method. So I think on the training page and coaching Arteta is great, but as I told you, adaptability, discipline, I can't say too much about that, only time will tell us. So for now, 77 rated to start off with. Brendan Rodgers is being great with Leicester City at the moment. He also coached Liverpool, Celtic and Watford. He was pretty successful with Celtic, but he couldn't resist a comeback in the Premier League, and boy what a comeback it is. Brendan Rodgers, he isn't tactically the most gifted coach. He is okay tactically, coaching he is normal, but he can work so good with players. His adaptability is great and he uses players to play in their strength, and that makes Brendan Rodgers a great coach. Chris Wilder, this guy, you just have to love him. He looks so cool. Wilder, the coach of Sheffield United, he is doing something incredible, getting promoted and being in the top 10 after Christmas in the Premier League, and for that reason and that reason only, I'm going to give him an 82 rating. His experience, it's not much. He coached Northampton Town and Alfreton Town, something like that. Small teams, very small teams, but that doesn't say a thing. He knows how to work with English players and to glue them into a team, so I think his coaching discipline is extraordinary. If I made this video 5 or 6 years ago, there was a good chance that Jose Mourinho was topping my list with a 92-93 rating, but Mourinho, well, he set back a little bit. Almost 20 years ago, he did something unthinkable. With FC Porto, he won the Champions League in a final against AS Monaco. Great job if you knew that. Monaco, Porto got it. After that he went to other teams like for example Inter Milan. He won the Champions League in 2010. Chelsea picked him up, won a lot of trophies with Chelsea as well. Manchester United, and now he is the coach of Tottenham Hotspur. First, he started off as a translator at Barcelona with Louis van Gaal, so his career is great. He worked hard, he won prizes. His playing style, I'm not a big fan of that, but Mourinho is still a fantastic coach. Daniel Farke, he got promoted with Norwich City. He was the coach of the second team of Borussia Dortmund, so his experience, it's pretty low. Norwich is bottom last in the Premier League, but they're playing attacking football, good philosophy. Isn't good enough for Daniel Farke and Norwich? I'm afraid the answer is no. David Moyes had one good period in his career, and that was with Everton. And is it to thank Moyes for that? Nope, I don't think so. It's about the players. I know players that worked with Moyes, they say tactically he is horrible. His training, his coaching, it is nothing. So I'm afraid that Moyes, it's not the answer for West Ham in the long run. He also coached Manchester United. Yeah, another mistake by Man United. Real Sociedad was a big flop, so he has everything to prove. One of the highest rated managers in the world has to be Joseph Pep Guardiola. You love the guy or you hate him. Sometimes I think, Pep, calm down, it's just playing football, but he is so energetic, so much passion, and it shows on the players. He is a coach that loves Johan Cruyff style, attacking football, attacking fullbacks, putting pressure on the opponent. You can't say anything wrong about his playing style. If you go to a stadium and watch Manchester City, you know it will be fun. Attacking football, goals, goals, chance, chance. That is what he is for. He first started off as a coach of Barcelona B, then he took charge of Barcelona. The rest is history. With Bayern Munich he won a lot of trophies except the Champions League, and now with Man City he is playing some exceptional football, but he can't resist Liverpool this season. Walsall, Brentford, Aston Villa. That are the clubs for Dean Smith of Aston Villa. But so far Aston Villa is struggling in the Premier League. They spent over 150 million pounds on the transfer market. You accept more things from the team expending so much money on that market. Sheffield didn't spend a thing. They are doing great. Villa, they're still trying to glue into a team. Dean Smith, hurry up. Eddie Howe is almost a one-man coach and player. Eddie Howe played for Bournemouth a very long time as a player. He went to Burnley as a coach for a very short period. He went back to Bournemouth and he took them up from the League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League. So a great performance by Eddie Howe. This season Bournemouth is struggling a little bit. Howe is only managing one team really, so his experience with other teams is quite low. His adaptability with other teams, you can't say too much about it, but Eddie Howe is always the hero of Bournemouth. Oh boy, I am not sure if Manchester United fans will love me or hate me for this. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the lowest rated manager in the Premier League. Hear me out, don't give me a dislike because I think you can agree with me. If we look to the history to the coach Solskjaer, he was the coach of Cardiff City. He lost almost every single game, got relegated. With Molde he did okay. They took him back to Man United. In the first 5-6 games he was incredible, but after that, let's be honest guys, even if you, me or our grandparents were managing Man United and said to the guys, go out, have fun and win the game, they have the same amount of points as they had with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I don't want to bash him, but I think he proved nothing so far in comparison with all the other coaches in these episodes. They got promoted, did great for a team that isn't very good, but Solskjaer, he managed good teams, but he never showed it and something extra. So for that, 74 rated. Graham Potter is also a very low rated manager. Why? Well, his experience, it's not so much. His playing style, it's not exceptional, but still with Brighton and Hove, he is picking up the points. Just a normal coach doing normal stuff, but if he can keep Brighton and Hove in the Premier League, he did something very special. Boy oh boy, for Roy Hodgson, I take my hat off. This guy is a living legend. 72 years old, talking about a gentleman, the coach of Crystal Palace. You say to this guy, okay, you can have the win. You look so nice. He feels a little bit like your grandpa, so you can't defeat him and say, yeah, I beat you. It always feels a little bit sorry Roy, we defeated your team. Roy Hodgson was the coach of the English national team, but also worked for Liverpool, Fulham, West Bromwich Albion, Inter Milan, Udinese. His history as a manager is amazing. For that, the experience is 93 rated. it. Hudson, I think he is a great coach and I think he will keep Crystal Palace in it. Why? Because just everybody loves him. Nigel Pearson is the hero of Watford. When he took over, they only got 7 points. But with Nigel Pearson, they won almost 10 games in a row without a defeat. 7 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss maybe. So Nigel Pearson, he saved Watford. He did the same thing with Leicester City in the past. Derby, Hull, nothing special. But this guy is just back to basic. Work hard, long ball, fight for your team, that's it. Another player with a great history as a player and as a coach is Steve Bruce. He played for Manchester United in his prime. He was one of the first signings of, was it Alex Ferguson? I believe it was. Steve Bruce is now the manager of Newcastle United, and with the team he's doing pretty decent. They aren't signing a lot of players for a lot of money. Joe Linton was a huge signing, but he is very disappointing so far. But Steve Bruce is great. He worked in England his whole career, so he doesn't know a lot about the foreign leagues, but who cares? He wants to stay in the Prem forever. Sean Dyche of Burnley, yeah, I'm giving him an 84 rating and I will tell you why. Every single season, the best players are leaving Burnley. They don't sign other players up, but still, somehow, Sean Dyche knows the new players to glue them into a team that works hard, admits to each other that they need all the energy they can use on the pitch to survive, but every single season they can do it. Lately, they got a victory at Old Trafford, a 2-0 victory. It wasn't very beautiful, yet a goal of J. Rodriguez was, but the team is working hard, disciplined, and I think Sean Dyche, for example, proves so much more to keep Burnley in the Premier League every single season in comparison with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ralf Hasenhüttl was the coach of Ingolstadt, Red Bull Leipzig, or I must say Rasenballsport Club Leipzig to be correctly, and now he is the coach of Southampton, and he also saved Southampton from relegation zone. They picked up a lot of victories and somehow he made Nathan Redmond and Danny Ings scoring goals once again in a season. So Hasenhüttl, good coach. Tactically, he is pretty strong, but he needs to show more to get a higher rating. Who do you think is the highest rated manager in the Premier League? Let me know it down in the comment section. I go for Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola for different reasons. Some can say to me Jurgen Klopp should be even higher than Pep Guardiola, 93, and I might agree with that, guys, if I think about it. But for now, I would say Pep changed the world of football. Jurgen Klopp changed it again with another playing style, full gas football. For me, both managers are something special in this amazing world of football. So for that reason, I don't want to choose between them because both of them have an own style. Pep Guardiola is more the tactical genius, training in a specific way. Jurgen Klopp does the same thing, but he's also a people manager more than Pep Guardiola is, because let's be honest, every time Pep is managing a team, players are complaining or having a fight with him. Zlatan at Barcelona, Bayern Munich Frank Ribéry, and now also with his team Man City, Yaya Touré for example. With Jurgen Klopp, there is never ever a problem. Everybody wants to work with him, for him, and play for his team. So for me, Jurgen Klopp has a slight advantage if I have to go Pep or Jurgen Klopp, 92, 93. But let me know your opinion, guys, and don't forget to smash an amazing thumbs up. You can click that I button to vote for the question of the day. Thumbs up if you love it. 2,000 likes, new video on my channel. I hope you love it. If you do, guys, subscribe for more, put on the notification bell, and I hope to see you tonight with a new video. I'm your boy Viva La FIFA. I thank you all for watching, and as you know, for me, keep it cool, keep it real, and ciao for now. Crashing into me, drown